guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about how I keep my handbags, my luxury handbags, looking new. More specifically, my Louis Vuitton bags, the ones with Vachetta, because that is actually what I get asked most about. But I actually do this method on all of my handbags, whether luxury, non-luxury, whatever it is. This is the way that I utilize my handbags on a regular basis. And today I want to share 3 tips that I do that I really feel like make an impact on keeping my bags looking newer longer. So I will say there are a ton of different things that you can do, a ton of different ways to clean your bags, different techniques to use, but these are what I do. And because I get asked all the time why my bags still look brand new, I wanted to share. So let's go ahead and get started with my 3 tips on how to keep your luxury handbags looking newer longer. Tip number 1 is something that I actually shared with you guys quite a while back here on my channel, and I know a lot of you have already adapted this system, and a lot of other luxury YouTubers have also adapted this system because it truly works, and it is something that I refer to as the bucket system. Now, I will say when I started doing this and when I shared it with you guys, I didn't do it with the intention of it being a way to keep the interior of my bags clean, but I will say this is the sole reason why the interior of my bags still look brand new. So I definitely want to say that this plays a huge role in why the interior of my bags look new. And so I wanted to reshare it with you guys, refresh it in your memory, and anybody that is brand new to my channel to go and share it as well. So let me go and give you like a little breakdown of the bucket system before we go into why and what I use. So basically the bucket system is having one spot, whether it's in your bathroom, in your closet, in your bedroom, that houses your purse essentials. So whether that's a bucket, whether that's a tray, a basket, a drawer, a cabinet, whatever it is, having a spot to put these pouches that then hold your purse essentials. So at the end of the day, when you're done with the day and you're putting everything away, you're putting your shoes in your closet, you can take those pouches out and put them in the bucket and then put your handbag away for the day. So that whenever you wake up in the morning and you go to grab the bag that you want to carry for that particular day, that particular event, or that particular outfit, you can then just grab your essentials from your bucket, throw them in your bag of the day, and be gone. Everything is already ready for you, waiting and organized. So like I said, it is because of this system that the interior of my bags still look new, and it's because there is nothing loose in my purses. You're not gonna have makeup fallout, you're not gonna have pin marks, you're not gonna have any of that. Think about all the things that you get on the inside of your bag: lotion, oils, creams, makeup, lipstick, lip gloss, whatever it is. That is never floating around inside of my bags because of this system. So there are 2 different brands that I want to show you guys, and both of them I've already shown multiple times here on my channel. The first brand is, of course, Louis Vuitton. You guys know I'm a huge Louis Vuitton girl, especially their SLGs. There are some days where my bag is filled with nothing but like Louis Vuitton SLGs for my pouches. The next brand that I want to talk to you guys about, again, you are very familiar with here on my channel, is OTG. There are some days where my entire bag is filled up with nothing but OTG bags. It really just depends on what I'm doing for the day, where we're headed, what bag I'm using, things like that. Most of the time, I'll be honest, it is a combo of the 2. So I do want to go into my most used bags for OTG for this system and my most used bags from Louis Vuitton for this system. So the first size that I want to show you guys is the size number 2. This was actually the first one that I got. This little kitty cat is super cute. These, the little dog, and then of course the nudie black are newer, but I love this size for quick little essentials, whether it's hair ties, whether it's earbuds and chargers, things like that. It is such a great size for just a few things. What I love about these pouches as well, very similar to my Louis Vuitton pouches, I actually feel like they're very, very durable. I have gone through many brands, affordable, a little bit more in the luxury category, and by far these bags have been my favorite as far as how they have held up. They are waterproof. You can literally hose them off. You know what I mean? Like I want a little bit more worry-free, if that makes sense. These are my go-to because they are just so durable. But I love this size. This is the number 2 size. It's such a great little catch and go just for a few little essentials. This is the number 3 size. You can see it's a little bit more of a square. This is one of my newer ones. I just fell in love with the skull detail, so I love this one. Another thing that's really great about all the pouches is the interiors are all the exact same. So I just feel like Another thing about me is I like for my like items to coordinate. They don't have to be the exact same, but I do need them to feel like they go together. And that's part of the reason why I love these two brands separately, but then I also love them together because I just feel like they look really good together. This is actually probably my most used size, and it's the number 4. You can see that I'm using this every single day in my handbags. I'm currently doing Invisalign, and so this houses a toothbrush, toothpaste, lip balm, my little tray holders for me to walk out the door. So this is 100% essential. I've been using this size every single day. I have 2 of the nudie tan. You can see it's clear on one side and then of course the tan on the other side. I have another skulls and then just a black and white one. And then the next size I want to show you guys, this one is also great for travel. It is the number 5 size. So what I love about this is if you are a tote person, you love your totes, but you want something really quick to grab and go for dinners, for running quick errands, running to the grocery store, running to the gym, whatever it is, this size is perfect because it actually doubles as a cute little like clutch. It's such a cute little clutch size, but it's gonna fit everything. So you can fit your wallet in here, you can fit your keys, your phone, everything, all of your essentials, but it's perfect for like quick on the go. You can keep this in your tote for the day or your larger bag for the day. And then whenever you go to lunch with the employees, you just wanna grab something, you wanna take your whole tote, you can just grab this, throw your essentials in it and you are good to go. Or you can just keep your essentials in this. It's such a great size. And the last size I want to show you guys is this one. I believe this is a number 1. I actually got this because we took the boys to a Harlem Globetrotters game and they refused this at the door because I had my handbag with me. So we had to walk all the way back to the truck, put my purse in the truck, leave it there, and then I could only take my phone inside, which I hated leaving my purse in the car to begin with, so I wanted to get a completely clear bag. So this one is great. You can put your phone in here, you can put a couple of credit cards, maybe some cash, some money, your keys, whatever it is, and walk out, you know, go to all my sporting events and stuff. So that's what I got this size for. I haven't used it yet, but I wanted to have it. It's gonna be great just to have. But that is everything for OTG. Like I said, you guys know I love the brand. I've talked about them before. I am a partner of theirs, so I will put the code on the screen as well as down below. So if you wanna save 15%, I really do love this. My OTG collection, which I do have more, I have some larger sizes more for travel. I've grown it over time. It's not something that you're just gonna get a ton of them at once. Grow it over time, and like I said, even when they come out with like a newer collection or a seasonal collection, they all coordinate together and match. So you can get fun ones, you can get classic ones and neutral ones, and they all just work together. But let me go ahead and show you guys the Louis Vuitton pouches that I use on a regular basis. So first, it's not really a pouch, but it's definitely a handbag essential, is my 6-ring key holder. This obviously goes with me everywhere. It's got my keys. You can put 1 or 2 cards in the back side as well, but yes, this is definitely essential for me. And then next, I do want to show you my 2 options for wallets, and that is these 2. So I have my full-size zippy wallet, which I love. If you're looking for like a full-size wallet, this one is by far my favorite. So I do have the older model. They did change it up a little bit, but I definitely recommend this one. It is pricey for a wallet, I will admit, but I love, love, love it. If I am downsizing or going for one of my smaller bags, or sometimes even in my larger bags, I love this card holder from Louis Vuitton. Right now I keep my bank card on one side, my credit card on the other side, and then my ID right smack dab in the middle. It's perfect. So it's great for just a general wallet, especially if you just use credit cards or cards, or a downsized wallet for your smaller bags as well. Now let me go into the pouches that I use, and these are my favorites. My 2 like catch-all, like junk drawers, I like to refer to them in my purses, are the Toiletry 15 and the Toiletry 19. Now I do have the Toiletry 26 as well, but I never use that in my handbags because it's so big. That's for travel, so I didn't want to include it in this video because this is more of a handbag video. But the Toiletry 19 is great. But I will say, if you want a comparable, you don't want to spend this much money on a catch-all, number 4 is more comparable in size to these 2. So I do sometimes interchange the items from this pouch to this pouch, or vice versa, depending on where we're going. Another little pouch that I use is the clay, which is also called just the key holder, which I actually do not use mine for keys. I like to put my earbuds in here, so I'll put like my earbuds or the USB portion of a charger in here, and that works out perfectly. An alternative that I like to use would be the number 2 from OTG. Yes, size-wise, they're not necessarily comparable, but everything fits a little bit more comfortable in this. So I noticed that if I put my earbuds and I put the USB in here, and then I want to add like maybe a second earbud or a second charger for something else, I will then switch to this one because I like the size just a little bit better. And even though this technically isn't a pouch, it is my sunglass case. It is part of my handbag essential, so I did want to mention it in this video, but it is my Louis Vuitton sunglass case. And the last pouches that I wanted to mention to you guys are the pouches that come with your Neverfulls. These are just like the Neverfull pouchettes. I do really like using these as well, but I will say that I have noticed that ever since I added more of the OTG bags, I really don't reach for these as much. I do sometimes use these as like date night clutches because they have the little wristlet if I want to be completely worry-free. But other than that, I really do reach for my OTG number 4 or my OTG number 5, depending on how much stuff I need to pick when I'm looking for something in this range. But I do have these, so I wanted to mention them in this video. Tip number 2 is rotating your bags. Now, I'm not saying you have to have a huge collection to be able to rotate your bags, but I do think having 2 or 3 bags that you can rotate throughout the week, throughout the month is very, very important. So obviously, the more that you have to rotate, the more time you give the bags that you're not using a moment to breathe. But have you ever heard that saying that, or that thought process about taking care of your shoes, that you're actually not supposed to wear them 2 days in a row because your feet are in them, maybe you've got a little bit of foot sweat in them, things like that? I know, disgusting, but it's the reality of it. You're not supposed to technically wear your shoes 2 days in a row if you want to keep them looking newer longer. Well, I basically use that concept and put it to my handbags. So if you think about it, you've got buildup from your natural oils, you've got buildup from lotion, from creams, anything that you use on your hands or your body that is getting on your bags. You've got the pull from all the weight of your things inside your bags. And day after day after day, if you're putting all those things that are building up over time on your bag, the wear is going to show much quicker on your bags than something that you give a moment to breathe. So I'm not saying that I change my bag every single day, because I don't. But I will say that I do rotate my bags regularly. And I think that is a huge reason why a lot of my Vachetta has stayed looking newer longer. Now here's the thing, with Vachetta you can see it, but with your other bags, whether it's Louis Vuitton or any other luxury brand or even a non-luxury brand, you may not be able to see it, but it's there. You still have buildup on your handles. You still have buildup on your bags from just normal wear and tear. So I just feel like giving your bags a moment, whether it's a day, whether it's a week, whatever it is, however much time you can allow based on the size of your collection, rotate your bags as often as possible. Maybe you only have 1 or 2 luxury bags, but maybe you have 1 or 2 more affordable bags. You wear your luxury bags to work, to meetings, to things that you're doing with your friends, lunches, whatever it is. And then maybe you wear your more affordable bags whenever you're with the family, when you go to the mall, when you go to the zoo, when you go to the park, whatever it is, and you give a moment for all of your bags time to breathe. I really feel like this is huge when it comes to that buildup of all the wear. So like I said, whether it's the wear from your natural oils, the wear from lotion on your hands, body creams on your hands, whatever it is, or it's the wear from the weight of things being in your bag, the straps being weighted down every single day, day after day. I think if you give your bags a moment to breathe, give them a day or 2 in between wearing them, after you've worn them for a day or 2. And I really think you will notice a big difference in how quickly your bags show wear over time. I know I started doing this the more that my collection has grown, and I noticed that my bags I have bags that are up to 2 years old that still look brand new because I give such a grace period in between wearing it again. But yes, try this out. Let me know how you like it, and I think you will see a huge difference in how the wear of your bag builds up over time. Tip number 3 is also something that I've already shared here on my channel, but I definitely feel like it is a huge reason why my bags look new, but I also feel like it is a safe way to clean your bags. And to be honest, you don't need all those harsh materials, all those chemical filled products to clean your bags, the exterior bags. And what I use, and this is the only thing that I use on my luxury bags, even non-luxury bags, are these wipies. These are water wipes. You can buy them pretty much anywhere, but I will say I do order mine in bulk because I use these for seriously everything. But these are the only thing that will touch my luxury handbag. So these are basically technically baby wipes, but like a chemical-free natural version of a baby wipe. It is 99.9% water and just a tiny touch of fruit extract. So there's nothing in here that is going to harm or hurt your luxury handbags, whether you're talking about a full leather treated bag or you're talking about a Louis Vuitton with the canvas and the vachetta. So I want to show you guys what I do. Now, I don't do this every single day. I don't even do this every single week. I just do it every once in a while. So what I love about these is I will take these wipes and I will wipe all over the canvas just to get off any gunk. Maybe you've got like overspray from the sink or whatever it is. You just never really know what builds up on the canvas because you can't see it. But what I also do is, especially if I've got some water spots, or again, if you just want to get any gunk or residue, oils from your hands, lotion from your hands off, is I go over the vachetta. So what I do when I go over the vachetta is I go over until it is all completely even. So you'll see that what happens is it starts to look a little bit more speckled. I don't stop there. I keep going and I keep wiping. I would say with the pressure between 1 and 10, I'm probably going down to about a 2 or a 3 in pressure. You're not gonna go really, really strong. You're not gonna go really, really heavy, but you want to get all of that vachetta like saturated evenly. So I'll even move in this particular one, I'll move the candle all the way over to get all the way to the edge. I'll get the little overstrap, but you want for all of it to be evenly saturated. And the reason why you want to do that is because, one, when you get it evenly saturated, any water spots that you have, as it evaporates, the liquid from the wipe getting in there, as it evaporates, it's actually going to take a lot of those water spots with it, which is so amazing. Perfect example. So I have a little story to tell you guys. So the other day I was meeting my photographer to take a quick little outfit picture, and I was in between the car and the curb was a puddle. I went to grab my backpack out of my car and somehow it fell out of my hand and my entire backpack was saturated in the puddle. Now I'm not talking like a little bit of water. I am talking inches of water. The entire thing, the backpack fell down on this side. So all of this was saturated. The entire bottom of this was soaked and saturated. I thought I had basically ruined. So I got home, I let it dry. There was a ton of very, very dark water spots, and I thought that I was just gonna leave it. And I said, you know what? Let me just use my wipes. I use them for smaller water spots. Why not try using them for the larger water spots? I saturated this entire bag on the vachetta, soaking, sopping wet, just with these wipies. And after one day of soaking, I would say about 75% of the water spots were gone. I did it one more time and I would say about 80 to 90% of the water spots were gone. I am gonna do it 1 or 2 more times to try to get rid of the last bit of them, but you can see it looks great now. There is still a few marks, but if I'm being honest, those were the marks that were here pretty much whenever I bought it. The worst spots were up here, which you can see, you can't even notice it. It was like so dark right here and it is gone. These wipies are seriously so amazing. If you have water spots on your bags, little bitty water spots, use these wipies. I cannot recommend any other wipies because I don't know what's in them. These are what I use. These are the only thing that I use, this exact brand, this exact one, and it always works for me. So I will, like I said, I will saturate the vachetta evenly. You want to do it evenly so that everything kind of evaporates all together. And I noticed that my water spots will evaporate with the liquid of this. It all evaporates together. It's almost like it picks it up with it. It's like, okay, let's all go together. And so it basically takes all of the watermarks away. Now, I will say it's not 100%. You have to do it a couple of times if your watermarks are pretty bad. But I use these wipies not only for the canvas, not only for the vachetta, even for the interior of your bags. I actually talked about these in a previous video, a very old video, probably 2 years ago. And I had a lot of people ask what I did on the interior. I actually use these as well. Now, yes, I use the bucket system. Yes, I use the pouch system. That doesn't allow a lot to get in my bags, but every once in a while, something will get in there, whether I'm carrying some toys around for the boys or just dust or whatever it is. I also use these for the interior of my bags, whether it's the microfiber like suede type of material or whether it's a cloth lining. These wipes are amazing. You can use these with any brand. I use these with all of my luxury bags, but I will say, I will admit that this is probably the biggest question that I get asked. You can see that already it looks a little bit more even. I've been waiting to do this one for this video, but yes, you just basically soak it. You can see that it gets darker. I know it's a little scary at first, but I promise you it works. And then in just a little bit, this will dry. Well, not just a little bit. It'll probably take a couple of hours where it's fully dry, and you will see. I actually had a water spot. I can't even remember what side it was, but I had a water spot and it's already gone because I've been using this wipes. But yes, I will link these down below. I buy them by the case because I actually use these wipes for not only my handbags. I keep one in like one little package in my kitchen. I keep one in my closet, one in my office, one in my car. They are in every bathroom in the house. I use these for everything. They're great for your leather seats. If you get the denim rub off, if you have a light leather in your car, they're great for that. They're great for the kids because again, they're not filled with chemicals. They don't have any alcohol or anything like that. I really, really love these. But that is all that I do, guys. I use a bucket pouch system. I rotate my bags and I clean them with something gentle. No soap, no anything like that. I just clean them with something gentle. That is all that I use. It's so easy. It's so realistic. It's not something difficult. It's not something that you have to stress about. Let me know if you try these 3 tips that I use, and I think that it's gonna make a huge difference. I'm telling you, this is why. These are the 3 reasons why my handbags still look so new. And yes, I take very good care of my bags, I really, really do. But if it wasn't for these 3 things, I think that my bags would definitely look a lot different. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that notification button. Otherwise, if you don't hit the notification button, you're not even gonna know anything. Apparently, if you don't hit the notification button, it means absolutely nothing here on YouTube anymore. So hit that notification button, please. Again, my name is Amanda, and it was so great to meet you. Thanks for spending the time with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling